Hello, everyone. We are here on the RTV radio show, as we always here on a Monday evening, and we're here to spotlight community members, but also we want to highlight an upcoming event that is going on. Before we even get started, and officially bring in our guests, I do want to say, please continue to share our videos. So if you have access, watching us now, push that share button. Also, feel free to interact with us if you have any questions, concerns, ideas. Please make sure you interact with us. We do see everything that's going on. So if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. And on Facebook, thank you so much for your continued support. I was just talking to our producer, DJ Diamond K, and I was just like, wow, it's actually been about 5 years of the RTV even existing and being consistent, coming before you every week. That says a lot, and we thank you so much for your continued support. So, if you see us around, say hey. If you would like to be a guest on our show, please send a message to us, and we would love to have you on. As I stated, every week we are here spotlighting community members that are doing amazing things in the community. And before I introduce, I just want to say this young lady, she has been very supportive of the RTV show, of Restoring the Village organization, my candidacy, my sister. So I want to make sure that, they always say give flowers when people are alive. So this is what we're doing. We want people to know that's on the front line that we appreciate all the things they're doing. This is a special person because we're actually going to be partnering up to doing an upcoming event that we're going to talk about later. But, here's the excitement part. We have our special guest, Miss Lisa Molock. She is the executive director of Let's Thrive Baltimore. Hello, Lisa. Lisa's not coming on my screen.
I'm sorry. So yeah, let me just tell y'all. Hold on. Let me just tell y'all.
She's gonna tell you the reason she's not on here to show her
Okay,
pretty face.
let me tell y'all. I'm having one of them, females, them bad hair
Like
days.
me.
Okay, so y'all know what it is. So I have look, even with the hat on, it's still like a bad hair day. I
I'm having
cannot
a bad hair day. Come on,
look,
sis.
but I love that. You have the natural curls, sis. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it like really.
But
So
we're
yeah,
gonna, but we're
y'all
gonna be ready on Saturday.
forgive me. Yeah, y'all see me on Saturday. Promise. Thank
So
you so much
Lisa,
for having
Lisa
me.
is the executive director of Let's Thrive Baltimore. Before I even get into the event or things that's going on this weekend, I want to acknowledge the work you're doing and to talk about your organization. So, one, thank you for all that you do in the city. And could you tell people about Let's Thrive Baltimore and how they can be of support of it?
Absolutely. So Let's Thrive Baltimore was founded back in 2016. We found it when we seen a need for young people impacted by gun violence. That just needed a place where they can go to talk about what they're going through and find ways to cope with the trauma that they're going through. So we seen the need. We just actually started off with just having like a poetry event, and 40 children actually showed up who had lost their parents to gun violence. And we were like, whoa. And this was just like in our community, like children that we know. And it was just like, whoa, we didn't even knew the impact of how many people and friends and family members. And then when we seen that, it was like we didn't have a program or anything going on. We just, was just having something for our children because they had lost their parents to gun violence. My son, his stepdad, my goddaughter was killed in a triple homicide back in 2013. The love of my life was that I was with for 17 years was actually murdered in 2016. And my cousin, he was murdered, and then just last year I lost my niece to gun violence. So it's just like, it's been like a ripple effect in the city, and it has touched so many of us. Even one of the young people that I work with, he's the nephew of Freddie Gray, which is his father, is Raymond, who was murdered by gun violence. And of course, we all know Freddie Gray also was murdered by gun violence. So, or by violence. So, it's just been ever since seemed like 2015, it just been over 300 homicides in the city, and it's really touched a lot of people in the Baltimore community. A lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we may have connected by that and or just the work we've done in the community. I can't remember, but I thank God for that connection. It's unfortunate of how people connect, but the fact that they collaborate, they partner up, and they we fight together to combat the violence in our city. It's not going to be done overnight, and it's not going to be a drastic change all the time. But I always tell people who says, Angie, don't you just get tired? Like you feel like you're just not doing enough. And I say, just imagine if we weren't doing it. It could be so much worse than what it is. And I'm not downgrading to say where we are right now, but I will say we can never undermine the things that we're doing as the frontliners and community members, to put our life on the line, to put our emotions out there. You're helping people even through your hurt, and that says a lot. So again, I thank you for that, and I thank you for sharing about Let's Thrive Baltimore. I believe we have two. I don't know if you can see it, Lisa, because you got to turn your
Yeah,
video
I can
on.
see.
No, I was just putting you out there
So
that you don't.
before we introduce two of my youth leaders, these are two of my powerful youth leaders.
Awesome. I was gonna say I was gonna let you.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
go
tell
ahead.
you a bit about them before I let them tell you about themselves. But I
Yes.
just wanted to also say, not only do we focus on providing, helping young people heal, young people and their family heal through the trauma that they've experienced through gun violence. We also focus on another important topic that's dear to me and a lot of the young people that we work with, which is human trafficking. Myself, as a teenager, I was a victim of human trafficking. So I've been impacted by so many different violences. We've
Mm-hmm.
on teen dating violence, any violence towards young people, we bring awareness to that and try to prevent young people from becoming a victim of violence, of that
Mm-hmm.
violence. And we also divert them away from committing violence. So we teach them problem solving skills, how to, we help them to know numbers that they can call to reach out to. We're always available for the young people so that if they need to reach out to someone to talk to about an issue. Just this week, we had two young people in our group who were in a beef at school. And they actually was able to reach out, and I'm glad that they trusted me enough to actually intervene and mediate between them and appear in their school. And look, two of the people that they were actually beefing with is supposedly be joining our group now. So it's just like,
Awesome.
just being there. And then with you, Sister Angie, I want to say we have done many things together. We've marched together. I respect and I love Restoring the Village Project. Wait, I just have to say that. Like, I
Well, thank
love
you.
what you do. We've done marches together. We've done other annual events together, focused on our
Mhm.
loved ones that we lost. Your husband, and I'm sorry about that. To gun violence. We've done many things together. We did your remembrance ceremony together. So we did quite a few things together in regards to working with fighting against violence. So I wanted to introduce
Mhm.
my young people. I'm so excited that they
And
joined.
they're ready for the camera.
Yes, indeed. They camera ready. Look, they always camera ready. Okay, they shine. So we have assistant executive director. She's 17. She's Courtney. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. And we also have Perion, who's also a director of the Human Trafficking Committee. He's also our lead facilitator. And I'll let him introduce himself and tell you a little bit about himself as well. So Courtney, did you understand anything? And this is
Hello. How
Hello.
you doing, Miss Angie? I am the Assistant Executive Director for Let's Start Baltimore. I'm 17. I play basketball. I attend Western High School. And yeah. Carry on.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name Perion Hurst. I'm a facilitator for Virtual Mondays, and I'm a leader of the Human Trafficking Committee for every Sunday. I attend Parliament Dunbar High School. Y'all know, best football team.
Oh,
And
come on now. Come on. You on here with a Mervo
Yeah, you
alum.
yeah, and
Um,
yeah, I do music for real. That's it.
That's right. Thank y'all.
so thank you so much for being on here. We might have a questions that you can be involved in. I'm very thankful, and I always love when we can have the young people at the table. Anything I do, I always say, where are the young people? If it's involving
Right.
them, we can't speak for them,
That's right.
So thank you for that, because I know it's really driven with the youth, a part of your organization, and that's very important to have them be a part and be a part of the vision. And so, yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of shift a little bit in a sense, but we can kind of come back. But I do want to mention that this Saturday is National Day of Remembrance for murder victims.
Yes.
September the 25th is the day, National Day of Remembrance for murder victims. A person can be, no matter how, we talk about violence, period. So domestic, stabbing, shooting. My husband was stabbed, actually, so I wanted to just say that. And at the end of the day, no matter how or what happened, trauma is trauma. And so we're finding ways to actually prevent it. So services such as Let's Thrive Baltimore is one, but we're also looking at ways that give some healing mechanism to family members who have been affected by violence. And so when we do for the National Day of Remembrance events, is that we do hold things such as it can be with poetry, dance, it could be arts and craft, it could be something that we're doing together as a community to help one another heal. We've done everything from talking sessions, which we're going to be doing. So that's going to be something to look forward to. We're looking at partnerships. So we've done it, I think, about 5 years. And I would say probably in the last 4, we really had some great sponsors and partners. And so some of those partners has been Mervo, Vaughn Green Funeral Services, organizations such as We Out Us, before there was We Out Us. The brothers will come at Mervo and facilitate and speak. We've honored family members that have lost loved ones. We want people to know that we haven't forgotten about you, that we see you, we hear you. We're part of this cycle, unfortunately, but it's something that we can't avoid. We cannot, ignore. Again, I think everyone on here has probably been affected by violence in some sort. And that's just the unfortunate part living in this world. You can't even say the city, Baltimore City itself, just violence. And then coming out of a pandemic, which I believe we're still in one, but even though things are opening, it shows that, there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of things that people have suppressed. And so, again, organizations such as Restoring the Village, Let's Thrive Baltimore, these are things that can help. Hearing from the youth, that you can talk to your peers. This is what we want to make sure that we provide and support. I know we have someone else that just came on, Jackie. I hope I'm saying it correct.
Jakai.
It's Jakai.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I probably should have just not said the name. I want to at least give you an opportunity to introduce yourself since you came on. And again, I want to say thank you for coming on. Did you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Jakai, and I'm a youth ambassador for Let's Thrive Baltimore.
Awesome. So I would like to, as I stated, the event is Saturday. I'm not sure if you all are being a part of this event, which I'm sure you are, but what are some things that you appreciate from organizations such as Let's Thrive Baltimore, or what do you think is needed in this city to help our youth? Anyone can take that answer. Okay.
What I think that we need to help our youth is more mentors, more adults that's here to listen, that's here to learn from younger youth like us. Another thing is, being there, like as far as officers and stuff like that, as far as them getting to know people, like teachers getting to know the students before judging the students, just there to listen, to understand the student and what their living process and stuff, because everybody don't grow up the same, everybody don't live the same, and everybody don't have everything like everybody else do. Majority of others do.
Great.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I agree with
Anyone else?
yeah, I agree with Courtney. But one thing I do appreciate with organizations like Let's Thrive Baltimore, that they at least try to help people, because some people they don't at least try to help. But I definitely appreciate that they try to help all the younger people, so like they can get a better understanding. Like, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that's
I could
powerful.
piggyback.
Thank you. Yeah, powerful. That's powerful, Perry. Yeah.
I could piggyback off of him. I feel like organizations like Let's Stop Baltimore is like Miss Lisa. I feel like Miss Lisa has been a big impact in my life for real. So like I feel like she gets people off the streets. She helps us, like she teach us landscaping, she teach us mentoring, she teach us how to teach other people, how to teach other people how to become leaders, mentors. Like she taught me how to become leaders. She taught me how to speak out, because at first I wasn't an outspoken person, but she taught me how to.
Really?
No, I wasn't. She taught me
No, she
she told me how
wasn't.
to be vocal. I didn't
I
like to be
love
in the
it.
camera either. I did not
No.
like to be in the camera. I hated being in the camera, but she taught me how to overcome these obstacles. So I feel like that's a big thing for me.
Yes, thank you. No, that's powerful.
Awesome.
No, she right. Her mother, when she first started Let's Try Baltimore, her mother was like, I want my daughter to speak up more. And I
Mhm.
said, say no more. And now she's like leading the program. It's powerful. Yes.
No, she's like, I have something else to say. I was like,
Yes.
I couldn't,
Oh, I love my youth. Thank
yes.
y'all. Appreciate that.
Now, as I stated, and I hate to talk about it, but I think we need to. But like I said, September 25th is a National Day of Remembrance for murder victims. I would like to say, what are some things that you believe? I get the mentoring part, but even those who have been impacted by violence itself, like you lost a loved one, what is actually needed? First of all, have you been affected by it? And what are some things that help you heal through this process? Because we're taking any and everything, that we can do to actually support our young people. I feel like our young people are losing. I mean, in the last week or two, we've had so many of our youth have been a victim to violence. And so I would like to hear directly from our young people to see what do we think would be helpful in helping us grieve, because we know sometimes they may, our young people and older, they may use drugs, or they may, run away. They're running from it instead of actually looking to try to get healing. So I would love to open that discussion of what do you think would be helpful.
Well, in my opinion, I feel like remembering the people that has passed away, never forgetting, because I feel like
Mm.
as we're so used to losing people in our lives that we begin to, think like that begins to become normal to certain
Yeah.
people, and that shouldn't become normal to people. I feel like we should be having therapy. We should be able to talk to
Mm.
somebody. If we not able to talk to them, like me personally, I don't really like to vent. So like we not able to talk to somebody, just making sure somebody okay, checking on your friends every day, because now it's more so people that's our age that's dying,
Yeah.
people younger dying. So yeah, I can say I have lost somebody my age. I have lost friends. I have seen my friends lose friends, and I have seen them become when they weren't because of it. But I feel like you can overcome those things. It's always changing the person that I can see. So
Right. That's right.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
Courtney.
I agree with everything Courtney said, but I would say something like the garden that we have.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the garden that we have, like like people can go there, grieve. They can talk to other people that's there, let out their feelings. They got the little stones right there for people of their past loved ones. I feel like that's a good idea too.
Yeah, that's our healing garden, and
Hmm.
thank you for that, Perry. Yes, indeedy, and that's where a lot of our young people go at for healing. We have yoga, meditation.
So like
Like you said,
a safe haven.
yeah, it's a safe haven. We go there. They have support groups for one another. They
Hmm.
support one another. And they also have stones with personalized messages there with their
Awesome.
loved one's name on there, and messages to their loved ones. So that's really a
Love
big
it.
part of our healing. On top of therapy, we also provide therapy for our youth who, especially the ones who have lost loved ones
Mhm.
to gun violence.
Awesome. Anyone else want to say? I don't want to. Good. Okay. So I appreciate, with both Courtney, hope I said it right, and Perion. Did I say that right? I think so.
Yes, yes,
Um,
that's
Right.
I
right.
appreciate. That's why I said I'm not messing anyone else's name up. I really appreciate, even with Courtney saying about talking, like we have to learn to talk. Sometimes we shy away because it may bring some emotions or some hurt, but um, to be honest, we need to bring that out. We need to bring those feelings out. We need to hug one another, love on one another, let people know that you're not in this alone. I became and I'll just tell my little story. But I became a widow at a young age. And so I was 23 years old when I became a widow. And it's not a day to go by. Like I posted and said, this is like my hardest time of the year because it's so much that I remember. It's so much that I give back to the community where I open myself. I open myself up to the community. I open myself when I speak about it, the pain, the hurt, but I know it's to help someone. And so even though I was a young person, I really shut myself out. I went through a whole cycle of I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to. It was awful. So I can only imagine what our young people are going through, and it almost felt like it's two times what was going on back in the early 2000s. And it may have just been the same, but I can't imagine some of the things that are going on. I always say, I wish I had a me growing up, you know, and thank God that what I'm hearing is that Miss Lisa is doing that. She's that person you need, or at least one of the people that you need in your life. And so in your village, if anyone is not aware, this is the Restoring the Village radio show. And what we do is we make sure that we are being a village to one another, that we are being a community, we're helping one another. I love what Perion said about the healing garden. Whatever works for you. Courtney says she's not all about events and big crowds or, something that's just out there, but going to a healing garden, going to a group that you're already familiar with, going to Miss Lisa, going to a Let's Thrive Baltimore. These are healing mechanisms. These are something that rather a person like a group or they just want individual or they want to just say, hey, Miss Angie, can you do a one-on-one? I've done one-on-ones with people that I don't have to promote. I've done where we're doing groups, we've done events, we're doing them all because sometimes people like to hear that. They like to be around others or they just want to be open and cry to themselves with someone there as a mentor. So again, I always let people know this is what I'm hearing and to let you know whatever you're speaking out. I'm Miss Angie is at least listening to what you're saying. You can see at the bottom you have viewers that are listening to your stories, and so you can be helpful even at 17. I don't know how old everyone else is, but even at 17, you can be a blessing to someone that's 40 years old, that's 50 years old. My point is speak, heal in that process and keep going. So I'm very proud of each of you that are on here. And I'm thankful that you're on here and doing some amazing things in your own community. And going to rise, because this video, we'll share it out, but this video, we want to make sure that other people can hear what's going on. And maybe we can have other healing gardens if they're not already, or we can have these support groups, or we can collaborate. So again, I love what I heard, and I wanted to make sure that you know that I've listened to what you're saying. So we're going to the event. I believe everyone will be there. I think this is going to be a very powerful event. And I probably said it at every year, but I think it's even more powerful because you have people that are tired of it and they've actually gotten into an organization to be helpful. So now you're seeing organizations, you're seeing the youth, you're seeing everybody play a part. And so, and we're tired of the violence. Like Courtney said, she's lost friends and she knows people that have lost others. And I'm sure maybe others may have lost someone, directly. But this here is like, this is what we have to do to make sure that we're healing together, that you bring your friends and bring your loved ones and we heal together in this process. So for me, September 25th, again, is a National Day of Remembrance. But do you want to know what's crazy is that I found out probably about 5 or 6 years ago about it being National Day of Remembrance, but it's also the day that I buried my husband. So when I speak about it, I tell my story. I always say he will be proud of me. It's times where I've broken down in the event, but it's not a day to go by that I will not acknowledge this day and help and give back. So hopefully, you all will continue to, do this. We all do this thing together for the September 25th. I want to read what's on Lisa's page and also acknowledge some others. And I think Lisa can add if I'm missing anyone. But September, she posted, so I'm gonna use your post. September 25th is National Day of Remembrance for gun violence victims, but it's actually for murder victims. And we are hosting our 4th annual Day of Remembrance and Poetry event. This year, Let's Thrive Baltimore is partnering with Angie myself, Restoring the Village Project for an annual Day of Remembrance in honor of her loving husband. But of course, it's for everyone. And Angela Rogers will be releasing her documentary at this event. So there's some things that people who are viewing this can look forward to seeing about. So I'm sorry. So the documentary will be released at the event about the horrific journeys of moms who lost their children to gun violence and how they are able to live afterwards. This event will actually be at Druid Hill Park. So if anyone who's tuning in now, know that is an event September 25th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Druid Hill Park, the Liberty Pavilion. What to expect? I said she had everything on it, so I'm just reading it. You can bring a poem if you like to read one or have someone read it for you. Singers, dancers, rappers are all welcome to perform in honor of their loved ones. We are going to have free food catered by Salam Eatery. That's through the We Out Us, Brother Captain Andrew Muhammad, We Out Us organization. There's going to be the menu of fish, chicken, macaroni and cheese, veggies, and salad. And also, if you want to add your loved ones, this may be too late, Lisa, you can tell me. But if you want to add your loved one's picture and order a t-shirt with the picture, please contact Lisa. Again, and then there will be security. So Officer Gerard Pettiford and other guards will be there so everyone can feel safe. There are some performers that will be there. I'm not going to mess that up and say them all, but I do know every day we're adding more. I also want to shout out Devin Walker. He's working on a documentary. So if anyone is even willing to even tell their story, this is us. This is the We Out Us. This is what we're doing all together to pour healing into our community. So again, if anyone is just tuning in, we have Lisa Molock as our special guest of the Let's Thrive Baltimore. Lisa, you still there, honey?
Yes, I'm still.
I was going to say, it was a lot going on, but
that was good.
I wanted to read that. I don't wanted to put it all out there. Is it anything I'm missing?
And I'll make sure I edit. No, I'll make sure I edit that. Perryon is actually the one is on here now. He's actually, I wanted to just kind of shout him out because he's going to be one of our performers that day. He's
awesome.
He's one of our stars. That's in our group. He's a
Perryon,
rapper.
you can tell me that. I'm sorry. I was reading.
He's a rapper and he does a lot of, he has his Mondays, what is his Fridays, his first Fridays of every month where he do talent shows as well.
First Fridays.
So I just wanted to shout him out. He really supports the city and other young people a lot with everything that he's doing, all of the youth on here does. But he will be performing Saturday.
Perryon, do you have anything on your page? Like, how can they follow? Because look, we have DJ Diamond K on here. He might be looking for some talent. you never know who's listening. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you would like to put that out, this is a time where anyone that has anything going on, if we can support, put that out there.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna be there Saturday, so I'm looking forward to seeing his
Oh, look
performance.
at that! I didn't know that.
Awesome. Look at that, Perry on.
Surprise, surprise.
Yes. So I'm excited. But yeah, you guys can still order the shirts because I'm actually waiting for the youth shirts to come in. And we
Awesome.
will be purchasing some shirts. So Angie, I'm gonna make sure I get your size when we get off of here because I want to get a shirt for you
Awesome.
as well. And so it's not too late because our shirts haven't actually shipped yet. And we
Mhm.
have to take them up to the printer and have them printed out. So we haven't done that yet for the youth. So if you
Awesome.
still want to get a shirt, if you want to reach out to me, you can text me at 443-625-7720. Again, that's 443-625-7720. And even if you don't want to get a shirt and you just want to make sure that we have your loved one name and your dates that they gained their wings, and like Sister Angie said, it doesn't have to be gun violence. We have family members like Miss Sonia, whose daughter was killed in domestic violence. One of my cousin, who pictures on there, he was stabbed. So it is violent. I'm gonna make sure I edit that and just a National Day of Remembrance for victims of violence.
Mhm.
So please come out for some healing. We come together in love, peace, and unity, and we provide healing for one another. And just coming together and being around other people who understand what you're going through, and also resources to give you resources to follow up if you need therapy, or you just need someone, a mentor, even adults.
Yeah.
I work with parents who
Mhm.
actually lost their children,
Yeah.
and it's more like a life coach thing with them, and
Mhm.
I mentor them, and we help them find jobs, and help them to get through the pain that they're going through every day, because
Yeah.
no one wants to know that feeling, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of times you're in these black holes, and it feel
Mhm.
like you're never going to get over it. We do understand that you're never going to get over it, but what we do is we try to teach you how to live with the pain and how to
Yeah.
cope with it. But that pain is true, it will never go away. For
Yeah.
the children who've lost their parents, and as well as the parents who've lost their children, that pain
Mhm.
goes nowhere, right? But
Mhm.
we do teach you how to cope with it and give you different coping mechanisms to use to be able to live with it.
Yes. Yes, I was gonna say, you heard what I said. I was 23 years old, so the pain is there. I had my moments, especially when it goes to, like, hearing the violence back to back, or the murders. That takes a toll. So I have to pull away sometimes. I wanna shout out, Lisa. We're gonna be shouting out all day long, bouncing back. But that's what we're supposed to do, sis, right? That's what we're supposed
That's
to do.
right, sis.
So I want you to know I appreciate you, because I was having a moment, and I definitely had pulled away, so I didn't even see the messages at first. So sometimes I just have to take apps off my phone, or like I don't know the last time I watched TV. Of course, things are on your Facebook news feed, but we have to make sure. Like for me, I have to pull away. I'm still here. Like if you know my number, that's what it is. Other than that, sometimes I take my little breaks. I may post, but I'm not really on the Facebook as far as reading everything and looking at what's going on. But what I say that to say that my sis, she sent me a message on Facebook. Don't have to read it, but I want to say what she said was phenomenal. And so I thank you for just being that accountability partner in a sense. You basically said, we're strong together, and hey, what do we need? And sometimes it's more say, hey, I got you this year, or hey, I'm gonna encourage you this year. Like, and everything is not monetary. It's more say, I see the vision much bigger than what you could even imagine, and what you're doing. And who knows, it may have even encouraged someone else. So we have to keep this thing going every year. So I thank you for that. Even with my brother on here, our producer, we were just talking about it when you were when you was backstage. You was like, "Can y'all hear us?" We was going down memory lane because he had to like remind me, like, Angie, you've been doing this for about 5 years, and I'm like, really? These are things that are so phenomenal, you know, like doing stuff when people wasn't even doing it, or just doing it to be consistent and having people say, hey, you got to keep going. And so I want to thank my village. I want to thank everyone that is supportive. And I want to thank you, Lisa, for just pushing, you know, like we're helping one another, and that's what sisterhood is. That's what support looks like. I don't know about my young people, but
Thank you. I don't want to cut you off, but
okay.
and
I'm
thank
sorry,
you
I just be talking.
No, but I want to also, I didn't want you to go past that statement without me saying I thank you too, you know, for everything, for just showing up and being there, you know, just for the city in whole, not just for me or, you know, for what we do together, but for Baltimore City as a whole and everything that you do and bringing awareness and just being there and showing up for other people who may host the event or you know, doing things. You're always showing up. You're always supporting. You're putting the messages out there. You're making sure that people know what's going on. You're making sure people have resources. You're standing up for what's right. So I just want to thank you, Sister Angie. Like, you're my sister, and
Yeah.
we are stronger together. And I'm just excited that we're actually doing this together
Yeah,
because I know together it's going to make a more even powerful impact and help so many people.
absolutely. All right, Courtney Perignon and oh, I'm gonna mess it up.
Right, you said it right.
Okay. I was gonna say, all right, so y'all like, look, Miss Lisa, Miss Angie, come on with the emotions. This is what it's about. And I'm not gonna be all my emotions all today. But I love seeing y'all beautiful faces, and I'm so happy to see. Well, I can't wait to see Saturday how it's all gonna look as well. Look, Courtney says all things. I know we have to move it away because you're gonna have me on here crying. But this is what it's all about, and I would love to, you know, have you all come back on, maybe really take on some of these hard topics. But I really want to just highlight the organization altogether and the great things that are going on. This is what we do every week. And so we can really dive into some conversation. But I also just wanted the world to know, like, there are some amazing young people. You know what I don't like, and I think I want to
That's what
dive
I
into
want.
this. I want to dive into this question really quick. What I don't like is the media or people in general are like, oh, these young people, da 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 da. You
Right.
know, the negativity. Like, look
Hmm.
at this. This is a Monday night. You
Right.
all are on here with us.
And that's what I wanted to say. I don't want to cut you off, but you know,
Mhm.
I wanted to salute my youth for being on here. You know, our youth, because I know you care about them too. They may not have met you yet, but they will. Some of them
Not yet.
probably
You'll see
seen
me
you.
Saturday.
Right. But you still care about them and the work you do still. But I wanted just to salute them because they always show up,
Yeah.
right? Even when some adults, let's be real, don't show
Mhm.
up,
Yeah.
the youth show up and
Hmm.
they're faithful, they're committed. I don't have to tell them, okay, y'all getting on Zoom for
And she
two,
just
four
told y'all
minutes.
today.
Yeah, I just text them while me and you were just
Why y'all would,
actually
yes.
on here. And I said, you guys want to join me on a show? And
Yeah.
next thing you know, they popped up. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's
Yeah.
the commitment and the
I love it.
dedication that they have because they know that the work that they're doing is making a difference. A youth told them they were on Instagram doing a training on safe dates. And I don't want to go out of topic, but I just want to say
That's
this
fine.
really quick. Another youth that because what they do is they do trainings on Zoom and they take the information that they learn from the trainings and they share it with other young people on Instagram because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of young people follow them, follow
Mm-hmm.
our Instagram page. So a youth had told them they really, really needed them. We gave resources for them to call if they were in a domestic relationship. They provided tips on how to safely date. They provided tips on how to prevent from being a victim of dating violence. And
Mm-hmm.
there were young people, the young people engaged in their weekly lives that they do. And
Mm-hmm.
young person, it really kind of touched home for them because the girl was like, she really, really needed that. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just it shows a strong impact when you can show that what you're doing is truly making a difference and make you feel
Absolutely.
more powerful about doing it. So I just want to
Absolutely.
salute the youth on this call tonight. We cannot talk about young people without having young people at the table. And also our young people, they run Let's Thrive Baltimore, okay?
Mhm.
I just want you guys to know that they run this program. They do
Yes.
everything.
So I have a question for you all. What drives you? Like, what makes you want to be involved? What have you on here on a Monday night? What has you to come on this live when Miss Lisa asked? Not just because Miss Lisa asked. It got to be something. Can I hear like your why of your commitment to this organization in the city? And I would like to hear from all of you if you don't mind. Three young.
I'll go first.
Sure. Look at that.
My commitment is because I want to see a change. And what Miss Lisa be doing, it could possibility. I ain't gonna say possibility. It is gonna be a change. It might take some time.
Come on now.
That's what I'm
sorry.
Me too. I'm sorry too.
Yeah, that's it. That's really my.
That was powerful. Thank you. Yes.
Look, I'm over here. Y'all gonna have me all the time.
I know, girl. Look at me.
Go ahead. Next person. I like to hear.
How you go? I'm gonna go last.
Oh, see, Courtney, gotta go last. Uh-oh.
Did we lose Jakai? Jakai, you still on here?
I know Jakai not being shy.
I know sometimes her internet might have jumped out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still on here.
Okay, there we go.
Go ahead, Jakai. What's your why? What drives you? What's your to make you committed?
Success. My parents, my mother. I'm sorry, that was my grandmother.
Oh, I was gonna say it's okay.
It's okay. We all working.
Okay, Grammy.
To make Granny happy.
So Miss Angie, just to repeat the question, she want to know why you're on here on a Monday night and why you are a part of Let's Thrive Baltimore and do the work that you guys are doing at Let's Thrive Baltimore.
She might not be. She might not be.
Yeah, she will come back to her. Let's go to Courtney.
Yes.
Can you hear?
Yes.
Go ahead. You can finish.
Okay. What was I saying? Success. My parents. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. That's good.
So that's good. So tonight they actually learned about applying for college applications and things like that. So a lot of the things is beneficial to them. They get connected with the health department. They're also health department ambassadors. So a lot of the opportunities are definitely great for them that they take advantage of. Like they get service learning hours, they get stipends. All of that great stuff. We try to make sure that our young people are staying engaged and keeping them, doing positive things. So thank you so much for that, Jakai. We appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate that. Because family is very important.
It's very important. Yes. Very.
Courtney.
All right, I'm ready. Say the question one more time so I can answer.
No, it's just your why. Like, why are you here? Why are you here on a Monday? What are you? Being a part of an organization such as Let's Thrive Baltimore, or just wanting to be doing anything positive. What makes you, what's your why? What's your reason of being committed to such a thing?
So I was actually typing as you was asking the question. I became real determined on teaching, mentoring, and seeing others succeed, allowing and teaching young people my age, younger, on how to be leaders. Motivating people when it's my turn, motivating people until it's my turn to for them to motivate me. Teach them how to overcome negative situations and making them feel as comfortable as I am to speak out. Over the summer, like with Let's Thrive Baltimore, over the summer, I was able to teach younger youth on how to create their own businesses, do their own resumes and community service hours and landscaping. So in conflict, we were all able to teach them how to do conflict resolution. So like just little stuff like that, it just made me excited. And, seeing people grow from negative situations and becoming new. So I like to see stuff like that. I like to be there to see stuff like that.
Powerful.
Yes, that is awesome. She said she was a shy one.
She was. It's crazy because she would not talk. I couldn't. And I remember the first time she really had to speak up was when they did the teen dating violence. And it has probably over 9,000 views on YouTube. A lot of schools have shared it and used it as a training. Actually, Perry on and Courtney was the main characters in the dating
Oh,
violence show.
we
So
got. We have to
they
show
like
that. I
brothers
might
and
have to
sisters.
share it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
like brothers and sisters. So it's
You said
real
no.
like, yeah, they like brothers and sisters.
Lisa, you have to show. You have to send me the link. I'll share it. get you some more views.
For you, they have
you,
views and
yeah.
comments on there, and that was the first time she ever really spoke up. She went from facilitator to assistant executive director. So I'm just excited. She's going to still she's going to college next year.
Awesome.
So yeah, so we're building Perry on up. He's going to be the assistant executive director. Courtney's going to pop in maybe once a week or something. We want her to focus on college though. So we start, preparing other youth, and she's building up other youth to kind of take over a lot of her roles so she can prepare more for college. And I'm just so excited for that. And that's how we'll keep rotating it. So we don't want to we want to make sure education is number one. And that's one thing that we focus on. She's a 4.0 grade student. We always make sure that our youth that's in leadership has great report cards. We want to make sure that they're not missing any days in school. They're not chronically late. So we do evaluate that. We don't allow youth to make stipends if they're messing up in school.
Awesome.
So yeah, we definitely hold them accountable. So we're excited. We have trainings now for them to prepare them for college. So we do so much to try to keep the youth engaged and also to help to prepare them for their career paths.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Oh, this is the part I don't like. It's like almost ending the show, but
No,
I would say this is a powerful segment that we've had. I love hearing from the young people. I love Courtney said, any more questions? She is ready for a part two.
trust me.
Can I say this real quick, Courtney? I want to say I see a me in Courtney, and I don't want to feel like cliche, like you always got to connect, but I do. I was one of those that loved to work in the background. I was shy, and look at me, got a podcast and would talk to a stranger in the market on the street. So it's like once the confidence is there, you keep growing and growing and growing. I can see you going even further, all of you, just because you stepped out, just because you walked in that journey of yours. And so you're evolving. And I love it. I love to see it. Courtney said it beautifully when she said that, once you see this change or these things happening, that gives you excitement to know you made a difference. I don't care if it was one person, 100, 1,000. I don't care if you had one view, 10 people. There's some times where we had a glitch. I don't even know what's going on now, but we had a glitch in our computer. And it wasn't shared, but it was one person that it really threw me off that this person was even watching, but they gravitated to the topic and they said, you helped me. So keep going no matter what. Like, we can get caught up in these numbers and these views. None of that matters. All that matters is you speaking and you walking in your own journey and you helping your peers and people, strangers that you don't even know is watching. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook Live. We're here every Monday. I would love to, again, have you all come back and we can dive into some serious questions and topics. If that's something that you are, you're interested in, we can definitely do that. Or invite me on something you're having. I would love to, be able to assist in any kind of way. Our producer, again, DJ Diamond Cash, my brother there.
Okay, DJ Diamond Cash. Thank
He
you.
listens to me. He listens when I'm melting down. He listens to my excitement. He listens to everything. And I always put that out, that it's truly a great relationship. And that is what I see on this here. I see Miss Lisa has a great team here. And that makes a difference. It goes even further when you have a great team. And so I will just encourage you all to continue to, be involved with Let's Thrive Baltimore, and get your peers to be on the right track. Sometimes you're their lifeline. There's times where I wouldn't say anything. And the more I was just like, all right, God, whatever you want me to do, doors began opening that I have to say no to. Like no meaning I can't take anymore, on my plate. But that's a good thing. These are good problems. These are good things. And so I just want to make sure that you all know that you're so much appreciated.
Thank you.
So
We appreciate
I'm
you
looking. I'm
too.
looking at the chat. Go ahead, Courtney. Courtney's still talking in the chat.
Oh, I didn't even know we had a chat. Oh, wow.
Courtney's
Awesome.
still
I
talking
see
in the
it
chat. She said she
now.
was shy. Look, listen.
Oh,
This is for all of you. If you ever need to talk to me personally, I'm here. I'm available. You can go through Miss Lisa, or you can bring us all together. Whatever we can do, I'm here. Again, I want to thank you all for being our guests. I want to be on track with the timing, but I'm gonna send this over to Lisa. Is there a way that you can tell everyone how to get in contact with you, or how to be involved to support Let's Thrive Baltimore? This is a moment you can do.
now I done went in the chat and I don't even know how to get out. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to copy off for Courtney. And I done went to the chat. I'm back. Okay. Yes. So if you guys please make sure you guys are definitely, if you want to be involved in the trainings and the lives and the posts that our young people are doing, please make sure you guys are following us on Instagram. They are always going live, giving you guys great information. They also provide resources. So you can reach us on letsthrivebaltimore.org. Again, that's letsthrivebaltimore.org. LETSTHRIVE We're also on Twitter at Let's Thrive Be More. We're on Instagram and Facebook under Let's Thrive Baltimore. And you guys can reach out to us on any of them platforms. Also, if there's anyone out there that is a victim of human trafficking or domestic violence and you need a lift ride to get to safety, we will send you a lift, and we'll also place you in somewhere in a safe haven. If you need a phone because your trafficker or your violent spouse is checking your phone, we'll give you a free cell phone. We have free cell phones with free services on there for you guys. We have free produce every Tuesday at 1911 North Payson Street. You can catch us on Saturdays, anytime after 5, between 5 and 7 or 8. And we're at the Healing Garden at 1420 West Lafayette Avenue. On Mondays, the youth do Motivational Mondays on Instagram. We have the Human Trafficking Committee who comes on Instagram on Sundays, and then the Gun Violence Committee who comes on Instagram on Wednesdays. So the young people are doing a lot of things, and these are all youth led committees that the youth is running, the youth is overseeing, the youth is putting the information out there, the youth are doing the trainings, they're doing the resources. If you have children who want to be a part of the group and what we're doing, please reach out to Courtney or Perry by going to Let's Thrive Baltimore. They will on Instagram. They are logged in on the page, and they will respond and give you information on how you can have your kids sign up to be a part of our group. They also make sure that the youth get stipends. They do all of that. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
And I thank you, Sister Angie, for allowing
Awesome.
me and these amazing young leaders.
Yes.
They're leading now. A lot of people say future leaders. Well, I say
Yes. The
lead
now.
now, the now
Mm-hmm.
leaders. They are
Yes.
the now leaders, and this is what we
Now
need
leaders.
more
Let
of.
them lead.
Yes, yes, we need to see more of it. And
Yes.
they're not keeping it to themselves. They're helping their
Yes.
peers build up. Jakai, she just recently joined us about a month ago, so they're training her. So we have her on here
Awesome.
so she can start being trained up. She does really good speaking as well. I know she having
Mm-hmm.
some technical difficulties tonight, but
Awesome.
she does really good speaking, and they've been working with her. So I'm excited to
I'm
just be a
excited too.
part of their life and a part of their journey. And
Right. Yeah. As they are evolving. I love that. Listen, I just went on. I'm encouraging everybody that's watching, or if you're going to watch later, because this is live, and so you can go back. But I'm encouraging everyone to go on to all of the social media platforms. I don't know if you can see it, but look at that. Look who I see on one of the videos.
Look at you,
Courtney.
Oh yeah, Courtney. Yeah. Yes.
But I'm on the Let's Thrive Baltimore on Instagram. I just liked it, so I'm encouraging anyone who's watching this, please go on to their Instagram and Twitter pages, like the page, follow the journey, follow them as they are evolving. They are our now leaders. Look out, I say now leaders. They are our now leaders. And so we want to make sure that we support and encourage them to let them know they're not alone in this journey. And again, we appreciate you all. I want to thank everyone who's watched the video, the live. I want you all to continue to support Radio on Fire, Restoring the Village, Let's Thrive Baltimore. Like, it's all about partnerships. It's all about working together, and it's all about coming together to work for the goodness of the betterment of our city. Again, this Saturday, September 25th from 4 to 7, we'll be at Druid Hill Park at the Liberty Pavilion. We're going to be having an event that we're partnering up together. Again, it's for the National Day of Remembrance for murder victims. There's a lot of organization, and I don't want to mess anything up, but there's a lot of organization that's going to be partnering up and helping to make this a success. And we would love to see you all be a part of this. We're going to share a flyer, and we're going to share the information on our page. And I hope you all come on out. You're going to hear some performances from Perion. Is it? Let me make sure
you got it.
I don't mess anyone's name up anymore. Yes. So we're going to hear from, performances. We're going to hear some poetry, some spoken words, some, just speaking some greatness and inspiration to our lives. You don't want to miss it. So again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to the RTV radio show. We're a little over, but I thank you all. It was very much worth hearing from everyone on here. Again, please make sure you support Radio on Fire. It is a media broadcast that is independent. So even though people are like, hey, I don't want to do 545, I don't want to do XYZ. I'm sorry to put anyone out, but we don't want to do XYZ. Here's an independent broadcast where we can put out our information and we kind of orchestrate it as a community. So I want to encourage everyone who want to be a part, who want to sponsor, who want to have a commercial, who want to come on a show. Maybe you want to have your own show. Please. I'm sorry, you hear a child in the background. It's like big time. Okay. But hopefully you heard what I said. Please make sure you support Radio on Fire. And again, all of the organizations that have come on through this pathway. These are the things that we love to do. And I'm so encouraged every time I'm on here on Mondays. Sometimes it's a whirlwind to get on here with everything that's going on. But I'm telling you, when I leave, I'm so encouraged. So I thank you, Jakai, Perion, Courtney, Miss Lisa, DJ Diamond K. I was on his solo and you all made it so well, and thankful that we had a great show. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to the RTV radio show, and I look forward to seeing you all next I'd like to see you Saturday, but I'd like to see you all next Monday when we have another special guest. We want to make sure we spotlight those in the community that are doing great things. So tune in next Monday, same time, same place. Peace, guys. I look forward to seeing you.
Bye. 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 Bye.